Your Majesty, Nii Ayi, distinguished invited guests, we are about to start. You need Ufana Yeshiva, we want to watch you one if you want, she come and work there. Yo. We'll start with the traditional prayers for you, but it will be done at the forecourt of the palace. So we can remain seated here whilst they do it there. But if for touristic purposes you want to witness it too, it's fine. We can go witness it as well. Whichever way you want. You want to see it, you want to be there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we can go. Yes. Fine.
Ago ni meka na me nyanu kwani ni ndo ta ko tini je ko se ma e me ga ne e ka yala sa wo ha yala ku ba me na je no ko ni e nya yo me je be ka e pa me ba ga na ne alo ka ma ne mi aka so na me ka na ma ko se ma je pa ni se wala be jo mo ni yo bi ni ye ko ti na me no yi yo me mu be se je na so ayo e no mo ja ko ni ko ko ni ka je ko ne ple no ni yo e ga wa ni pero da no ne e wa no Amen.
Oh, when you move on, can you go on?
Yeah.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Not just you saw us at home.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Only by night of Gbese Mantse.
Yeah.
The one thing you feel about the face I never buy. I'm about to come out here.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, I can.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
and that's what
Yeah.
look the line.
Yeah.
The one where the buy. When you buy or buy.
Yeah.
How about Johnny buy?
Yeah.
I'm in Babia.
Yeah.
I'm in Badway.
Yeah.
I'm in Bawa.
Yeah.
Come by.
Yeah.
I'm by here.
Yeah.
If it's a
Yeah.
who best unnecessary.
Yeah.
Ni gamashi unnecessary.
Yeah.
Tu mangana jaku unnecessary.
Yeah.
Papa.
Yeah.
Como o
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy way.
Yeah.
You know bad. If you
Yeah.
come by
Yeah.
I'm a session.
Yeah.
I'm a self.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not happy. If you
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
let the blessing of your praise and praise God in Jesus' name. Amen.
So lay it down.
Amen. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so by custom, we'll introduce our king, chiefs, and queens here, and then we'll also get your introduction, and then we continue. So we call on our brother Nii Ayi Bonte to.
Thank you very much. Yo, what dear when you make what on yemme, Keshitra Mofe, Koni, Wally, yo, can claim no more Jaflo or two. Gbese Mantse here, Ulom. Of an editor, Miss Sumoga de Trois, no more Jaflo. Ni Ochami combiete, Gbese Mantse, Ochami. Buy you, okay. Keke ni taki okain. Over ni taki awanabu. Yeta idenya ni taki okain. Ni teko ojimba ni dienyo aveno manche. Over ni awanabu. Nii Ayi kotofa I kenklemo Ayi Bonte manche. Over ni awanabu. Ni ogbame tete agbo ni dienyo fana manche. Over ni awanabu. Nii Ayi Odungulu Gbese Okanshi Mantse ofa na wonabu. Nii Obli no ye noche Gleve Jase ofa na wonabu. Ata meni made woku efina ofa na teje nyedwa ide nya meni made nyedwa ne ne ale fana woku itu ni tete nyongoda Gleve woku itu ofa nyedwa ide nya ale. Ni tete contre diable ni lakan ni dikpao Gbese Mantse ni otudoku ni di enyo kenkleshia na ajo ayo Gbese Mantse ni otudoku ni di enyo. Ni tete ankama ni di edwe enyo na ajo ayo Gbese Mantse second ruling house ni tete ankama over na wonabu. Nii Ayi noche ni di enyo eshia ni di ete ajo ayo Gbese Mantse Nii Ayi ni di enyo over nyeto ande nyale. Ni okan tego ni di wokuito ya neje we nle no nji shipi over ne nya oto ade wale nya oto ade ni okan tego bo no nji shipi ye jen no oyin enyo oba bibo isande bi ani ni saka akwe janyongo akwete manse kwelo over ne wona bo ni saka akwe ata otu oklopon la kan man senche over ne wona bo. Woye na okranko besho kenklemo avenu asafo anyi over na wonabu yo na afole tuishito Gbese Mantse ochami over na wonabu woye na tete oko ofani yo pana nyeta le nyale gleve banye nyeta de nyale keke na kokwa asu obani ehin oduntia no ya amanye ofa na nyetwa de nyale awonabu na ode aflowa heshi balo kenklemo gleve atofonye ofa na go je tezu na adaku oklomansa kenklemo gleve senye ofa na nyetwa de nyale. Ni tete kenklemo gleve aflanga ite ofane nyetwa de nyale wonale. Ni ama kenklemo gleve senche ofane wonabu. Numo dongo ofane ko ese na wonabu dongo nyetwa de nyale bie. Ni ayiti ajin Here need yenyo. Woku to a chami. Nii Ayi charge. Nii Ayi the nyan. Ni adu kome. Ni di edwe. Kenya wonale. Ni adu kome again. You wonale lo. Ojoba ni adu kome Gbese Mantse. Ni di edwe. Nii Ayi charge. Watch up. O again. Ojoba ni to ande nyan Nii Ayi charge. Ni tate ken claim senche. Ofa ne ko ja wonabu. Ni tate. Wonabolo. Yo ni amui ken claim father shipi ofa ne wonabu. Ni odate lanteman shipi ofa ne ko ja wonabu. Na Aika ko Niko Anan Gbese ke gamanye ofane our small boy. He's our small boy. That's the small boy here. The principal kingmaker of the business too. Principal kingmaker. Ni okan kata blofo bi tenu mo. To dia le Gbese javete. Numo akrama opobi. Inale shiami. Numo akrama opobi. Esa jeje to ende nyale. Lawyer ni kojobli shiami nyeto ende nyale. Acting kọ̀ọ̀lẹ́ ewu ọ̀mù ní àdúgbòlì nípa nípa ìdènyàn àlè ní àdúgbòlì. Note afafuache Christopher ní tẹ̀tẹ̀ ní ẹ̀tẹ́ nípa ìdènyàn àlè. His Royal Majesty ní Dr. Ayi Bonte the second, Gbese Mantse, Adonti of the Ghana State, and President of Gbese Traditional Area. Please put it together for Gbese Mantse.
Okay, so what we've just done is to introduce the kings and queens and His Royal Majesty. His Royal Majesty has jurisdiction over 104 communities, which makes him the biggest in the Greater Accra region. So it spreads all the way from where we are to in Sawam, Afutu, far and there. And this is just a fraction of his other chiefs and queens under him. And that is what is just done. It's now your turn to introduce yourself. So what you do is you tell us your name and a thing or two. Just that. Then we set it up. So it's your turn now. Ladies first, yeah? Koshia. Yeah, what do you want?
My name is Korsha Shepherd. I am from the beautiful island of Jamaica. And it is such a pleasure to be here in Ghana. It is such a pleasure to be here in Ghana where it feels like home. I am so happy to be here to meet everyone. I want to live here. So if that's okay, I'm unmarried, no kids, so I can move like today or tomorrow. but I fell in love with the people. I've fallen in love with your culture, and your history is just so rich and beautiful, and it connects with me as a Jamaican, and so I don't want to go back home. So please talk to the king about that and see if we can make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Now what I want to want. It can it be it will come consumer level and it bank. I can't fight. Okay. They found you someone. Okay. It's your turn.
Greetings, everyone. How are you all doing? I am so honored to be here and be here among all of you all. I decided to come here to celebrate my birthday. For being descendants from Jamaica, I was always just like, I always felt like I had some connection. And when I saw the call to come back home to Ghana, I said, I'm gonna go. So I decided I'm gonna come to Ghana and bring my family, and I'm having such an honor. Thank you all for the welcome. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Everton Ford. I'm from Jamaica. I came with my son also to celebrate his birthday. I have a good friend named Seth, live in America. People always thought we are brother because we look alike. And Ghana get to realize it's part of my heritage. And I thank God that I'm here. I feel so special. I feel love around my people that I feel, I cannot describe it. But thank you all.
Thank you. Now what I want to want.
Hello, my name is Victor Smith III. My father is originally from Jamaica. I'm here with my family, celebrating my brother's-in-law birthday. I'm so happy to be here to see all this wonderful blackness, this black excellence that I hear so much about when I'm in United States. But to experience the love that you all share and the warm embrace that we all have received since we've been here, I'm amazed and I'm honored and I'm so grateful that you accept us as part of the fold, and I appreciate that so very much. So thank you for welcoming us. I love you all.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Andre Hudson, and I am from America, here celebrating my friend Dwayne's birthday. I have to tell you that I didn't know what to expect when I got here, but I can tell you in all honesty that when I was in America, my family and I, we felt untethered, you know? So when I got here and I saw the Sankofa and I heard its meaning, going back to your roots, I felt like that was almost necessary to hear in my life. So for me to see that and to see all of you kings and queens here and to experience this life that you've all lived, it's been more than heartwarming. It's been something that I can truly cherish for the rest of my life. There was one word that I've learned almost immediately when I got here. It's madase, right? It means thank you. And I can only say that so many times to truly show my appreciation for the experiences I've had here, the love that I've seen from all of you, the love that I'm able to give. So from the bottom of my heart and the hearts of my family, madasi, I really appreciate all of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Front.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Everyone's good? It is an absolute pleasure to be here. My name is Franz Wigan. I am from Jamaica by birth, but I think I am Ghanaian by blood. And this is my third time in 6 months. I've been here. Thank you. And on the last visit, I met your wonderful king who welcomed us, and we spoke in length about the connection between Jamaica and Ghana, the Caribbean and Ghana, because it's not just a word to say motherland, it's facts, it's blood, it's our history. So upon arrival here the first time, the immigration officer said, "Welcome home." And that meant a lot to me. When I showed my Jamaican passport, the immigration officer's eyes lit up, and she said, "Welcome home." And I was like, "What?" And she said, "This is your home." And from that moment until now, entertainment from Jamaica here, cultural entertainment, because what we want to do, we want to have it here where we can put up Ghana's culture right next to Jamaica, and you will see how similar it is. Your grandchildren have not strayed, but we just need to come home and visit our family. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure being here.
Thank you very much. Yes, so fane shiba mi mene ni fe mo e ba cha ke fi o fe bonu wo fi ole. Amen tona amele ni bi gbese kega. Wo ba ha me igbeni amebi wo questions. Ka me bi wo nani oba anye wo ji amena oba ji amena. Nani wo nye ni wo ba fon wa anye hu e. Oba fon wa anye ni nyonye nye ji amena. Wo be no jinani wo ba fe biane. Nii? Yes. So he will be doing the Ghana version, I'll do the English version, and then we do it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do an open forum where if you have questions to ask about Ghana, specifically Greater Accra, and then the Gbese, you can ask, and then we'll give you answers. So a little background. Where we are seated now is the Gbese Mantse Palace. Gbese is one of the 7 communities of the Ghana state, and the Ghana state, as you know it, is the capital of Ghana, and we have 7 communities, okay, 7, if you like, clans, okay, so we have Jamestown, we have Gbese, you have Sempe, etc., etc., 7 of them, okay, and Gbese stretches from where we are seated all the way to what I told you, making it the biggest landowner in the capital. Okay. And it also houses most of the government districts, government offices, and the important monuments that you see in the region. We also refer to our king as the Adontin. Adontin means that he's the second in command when the overall king, in the absence of the overall king, okay? And then we also have our queen mother here. She's acting because the queen mother is passed on. So she's acting in that capacity. So she's the queen mother of the whole Greater Accra region in acting capacity. I thought we'll clap for her. It's usually easy for tourists to come to Accra and then quickly rush to Cape Coast and other parts of the region without getting to know Greater Accra very well. But if you spend time to know Greater Accra, then you will know that we are what is referred to as the lion of the coast. The lion of the coast. If you see His Royal Majesty's seat, you see the head of the lion. And we all know the lion is the king of the jungle, you know. We are never defeated, we are never beaten. So if you follow even sports from Ghana, the greatest boxer from Ghana is from the Ghana state. Boxing, etc. And when you talk about football, the single person who holds the biggest football administration record in Ghana is His Royal Majesty. The biggest football administration record in Ghana is His Royal Majesty, which expands to the whole Africa. Because he used to be the CEO of the football team in Accra here called Accra Hearts of Oak. Accra Hearts of Oak. He used to be the CEO when the team won the African Cup Club Championship for the first time. They also won what it's called the Virgin Cup. And Accra Hearts of Oak became the best football club in the whole of Africa, and then I think the 8th in the world. Okay, so I've just referred to him. He said in 2008, in 2000, the year 2000, CNN voted his club as the 8th best club in the world. So he's very known anywhere in Ghana as Tommy Okine. That is his football, his name. Okay, so anywhere you go in Ghana, just ask Tommy Okine, and everybody will point to him. But his royal name is Nii Ayi Bonte II. So he's very big on football. So I've mentioned football, I've mentioned boxing. Recently there was an African Games held in Ghana, and the first lady to win the martial art is also from this community. Okay, so sports, academia, politics, what have you, this is the center of it in the whole of Ghana. Don't be deceived by what anybody else tells you. Don't get it twisted. The fact remains, the books are there. Some will try to cover it because they know that the more they speak about us, the stronger we become. But either you speak about it or not, it doesn't change anything. We are the best, we are the strongest. Where you stopped your van is the Usher Fort. It used to be a slave castle back in the days. Maybe you can take a tour, a walk around there, you see it, which is also trying to be remodernized for tourism purposes. So some of the things that you go to Cape Coast to look at and all that, they are all in Accra here. So you make one stop trip to Accra and you see everything that you have to see. I spoke about football. The amazing thing is that in June, there's a 4-nation tournament. I don't know if you follow the football, but Ghana, Jamaica, Nigeria, and the UK will be playing a 4-nation football tournament in the UK. So those of you who have the chance can maybe go watch it if you want. Yes. And so I'm sure that we share a lot of commonalities with Jamaica. And for the purposes of our kings and queens, I'm a America, Jamaica fan. And yes, and to talk about festival, we have what we call the Homo War Festival. Homo War is hooting at anger, to hoot at anger. And the period starts from next month. The process leading to the big festival starts from next month. And you would have already realized the weather changing, right? So it rains, prior to this period, it's very dry, it's very hot and all that. So it starts raining and then the corn begins to grow. So by the time the festival is due, there's plenty of food. So the meaning of the festival is to hoot anger, that we have plenty of food. You don't need any invitation to any home during that period. Any home you enter, there's plenty of food to be served, and it's celebration all over. And His Royal Majesty is the one who does it. Without him, that big festival never happens in the Greater Accra region. So we'll be looking forward to it in August. So if you have the chance to come back again, you experience the big Homo Festival in Greater Accra, and the whole place is packed. I mean, it's a big thing. It's almost like the Notting Hill Carnival, a very big one, a very big one. Yes. So it's that experience that France, we discussed with His Royal Majesty that he wants to bring to Jamaica, so that we'll celebrate it there. The food is cooked there, everything is done there. You see the kings and queens in their colored clothes, everything parading the streets and doing it. So that's what we're discussing and we want to do. Yes. So that is it. I'll leave it to my brother. If he has something else to say, he will do it in the mother tongue. I'll translate it in Ghana for you. Thank you.
Kenkele wabakwe owie homowoi. Si wabakwe ni bi ni jio insidana yiwo homowo woye shiban. Ismo mache blofu koni ho yiwo ya le jugba woye shiban. Keke te aban shinye ten woye womi. Ni kan yo be ke ha homowo yeli. Ni do ke se na kan be ami ame ya gbachu isro to yana. Ame ya gbachu isro to yana. Ni ama solio ame bio na nyungogbe keke gbegbele be na ke kote ame kayo ke jojen keke agbona me bun dido aminu ye gbatumi ana noji ama sa ma ngo mi nfe bonoji abashin ma hena dun ma ye fe ame bato slene ame ye be slotu na me fe ame ya. Okay, so what is just explained, the process leading to the festival is that we weed the path, because the millet would have to be planted, and it says that the prayers are offered by our ulome. The ulome means the priest, and it's believe that it's believed that the divine speaks to the priest and gives him direction to how the festival and when the festival will be celebrated. So the priest is here. This is another one, as you see. So he offered the prayer for you outside. That they are divine. As you can see, they don't wear the slippers on the foot. They go everywhere. If they come into Jamaica, this is how you see it. No matter the coldness of the weather, everything, they go very natural. the king says they wear socks. We don't want them to freeze if the weather gets very cold. But that's how they always in white, and then they speak to the divine and hears from the divine and then say it to the people. So it's a spiritual thing. And then they offer those prayers before the millet is planted. And amazingly, the day before the millet is planted, it rains, no matter what. It rains and you can't change it. It happens constantly every year because they get the dates from the divine, and once they say it, nothing alters it. No, one can do not be no pen, no cheaper, Abnabad. Abashiban, the Ahumomiata. No, not here, Bunny at Tona, Carbashia, Batuna, Nakano, Nakebadu. Gbese a do no soa. Okay, so it's saying that once the millets are planted, it ought to be weeded. We have to weed around it. I mean, if you have some experience in agriculture, you plant, you weed around it so that the weeds does not disturb the main plant from growing. And Gbese starts it, that's where we are, and they do it on Fridays. Okay. Ke agbena aduma atampe, agbene abachin ho femona, ayijo, ablo, noji abasoli, ahanyumo yonwe, koni ejono na adueno, ni ekweke umanye, ni kefe na kae, uome ame boti ogbachumi, majianche me, tamo Gbese Mantse. Le petit manche ni ke wulo me tu na ke kusuwe no le ke wulo me ba bote tumi ameyima aye ni bi nyume ke komi bi nyume ke komi dana me ba jipo ke ayafa ma.
Okay, so the planting of the millet ushers in what we call ban on drumming and noise making. So for 31 days there is no music. You can't play loud music. You can't do what we're doing here today with the firing of the muskets and the playing of the drums. It's absolute quietness, so that, and whilst the priests and the kings remain in their confinement in rooms, praying to the Almighty for the corn to grow, and it lasts for 31 days because it has to grow, it has to mature, so that it's, harvested for the Homowo festival. So there's a total ban on drumming, ban on noise making. Churches, even when they operate, they do it in quiet. You don't use the microphones, you don't do any noise, and that's what ushers in the festival.
No, you want me,
And then they fast alongside.
No, you want me here, ma. Ke wulo meji. Awo say he muji. No jika muji ko yo here. O ya say. Nakambia mi mante. Eche you. Wulo mo. Eche you. Jaseche. Eche you. No ji amete mo ko ke yo besandi. Nyonkome amensole. Ni ka le no mujiko eba sasen ye amesole mo alo mujiko eba gan amesole mo nyungwa ko no neji efe the one me hion man na me both your two me.
Okay, so for that 31 days the priest and the king intercedes for the Ghana states and for the people, so that if we have wronged or offended God in any ways, or what we ask him for from God, it's answered within that period. And during that time, they have no intimacy with women whatsoever for that 31 days. They have to abstain in order to remain very pure, because they are interceding for the people. And that is what it is.
Akeni asame feana akaka fe hu hewo no bia mi gejo. Shika gbena Gbese Mantse. Eye miko ni keje blema odada omi ni atwa won fo le kukukuku. Ame odada mi lepe etwa de ho gan lepe. E batwa ke die mambi alo so mo bi asafo gakan manfe ake ho fe mo na china binyume teke komie mene agbena ni moni ha na aka agbena na ba nya fe ho peji ye Gbese Mantse ni lepe etwa na kan ban etwa ye tu osisiye biye ni na kan ban ejiopo shikome pe ya afimi. Apart from kaja jikomie ka twanompe aka utumi eje gbodon.
Okay, so after the 31 days of the spiritual intercession for the people, after the 31 days, which is the 32nd day, there ought to be the lifting of the ban on noise making and drumming, and there is a particular drum that is brought out, and that drum comes out only once in a year to be beaten, to signify that there is a lifting down of drumming and noise making. Once that drum is beaten, it goes back to that room. It doesn't come back again till next year. And the only person who does that is our king here. I thought we'll give him a round of applause. Without him, nobody else can do it. He's the only person who does it in the Ghana state, to signify the lifting on the drumming and the noise making. And that ushers in the Homowo festival. From that day, from the 32nd day, there can be music, drumming, merrymaking all over the place. It means that we have ushered in the festival, and merrymaking starts. And he does that. And the spiritual tree under which it's done is just in the junction here. When we get out, we'll show you that tree. That's where it is done. You can't do it anywhere else in Ghana except under that particular tree, that spiritual tree. We call it Odada Chonshi. We'll go, it's a tree, we'll see it outside when we go out there. And that's it.
You know what you got Gbese friends ni gan enyo woye kinka Delegation noji James Fort ke Jamestown majini fio ame mate ni ogutri ke wo pe kinka alo Jamestown majie ji Gbese Abola